Scientific vocation is something that is being acquired as someone is advancing in the study and experimentation of a subject. In my case, it woke up when I was a student at the Department of Biochemistry in my last years of my biology degree course in Granada. That was a period full of sensations, from an enormous satisfaction because of the achievement of good results and goals, to an important disappointment when I failed in the approach of an experience, and I was not able to get the expected results. In our group of excellence, we have research lines that are complementary. The main research line consists of knowing the role that antioxidant components, vitamins, play in cultivation so that they can stand by adverse growing conditions such as irrigation with waters from salt mines or the lack of water. Lastly, we are also interested in finding out how those adverse conditions affect the production quality. I mean, the quality of fruit and the amount of antioxidant, vitamins, in order to determine the proper moment of its harvest. In other words, when the amount of vitamins is higher and fruit has a bigger nutritional capacity, which is healthy and also resists variable weather conditions or conditions of exportation or transformation for industry. In the Excellence Project, we have joined 3 research professors who have been devoted to the research work a great part of their lives. So, it's not only collecting economic and experimental resources, but also human resources, the staff you can count on in order to undertake this research work is what allows us to develop the task. One of the main discoveries is the fact of detecting that the system inside cells in charge of keeping active the vitamin C and removing the hydrogen peroxide generated in cells and active when plants grow up in adverse conditions. This mechanism can be found in a determined place inside the cell. Another achievement attained by Dr. Bolarin is to check the effect of introducing in a plant, such as tomato, a gene that is not its, such as yeasts. If this gene performs that function, or is partially implied in avoiding that salt is accumulated in tissues in a toxic way, this tomato can tolerate the adverse growing conditions in a better way. Dr. Felix Romojara's team, working in fruit quality, has been able to check when it is suitable to collect fruits such as pepper, just in the moment of its growing, which has a bigger amount of vitamins. It could provide people the possibility of watering the cultivations with bad quality water, for example, and with a high content in salts, in order to be able to grow cultivations by using a less amount of water. This way they would be resistant to the lack of water and get peppers or tomatoes with a higher amount of vitamins. I have often thought in giving up, but I have not done it because I didn't know the reason why I should do it, and because I have always counted on the unconditional and constant help of Miguel, my husband and father of my son. It's a very satisfying work. For me, the fact of achieving, planning a determined challenge, questioning how and what happens with the problem, and find an answer to what is happening with my work and my colleagues, produces me an enormous satisfaction, and I think it's worth devoting to doing this kind of work.